a letter suddenly appeared. Peter Karran, former MHK for Onken, suddenly made its way onto Isle of Man News and Politics on Facebook, and Kate Beecroft posted it with your permission. And it highlighted a lot of discontent, particularly over the Media Development Fund.
Well, the reason why I wrote the letter is because it just annoys me. I mean, it's no great revelation. Remember, I got the sack as Minister of Education over not supporting this investment in the public purse is concerned. But it was the way we've seen in Tynwald. Kate had a legitimate way forward, and I thought that we were supposed to be having a different form of government. And what we've got is the same hypocrisy where you have members of Tynwald saying one thing before they're elected, and then you see they're saying a different thing when they get elected.
You've actually pointed out that the new MHKs, 12 of them, have all in their manifestos said that government needed to be open and transparent.
Absolutely. And the point is,
you feel
and then you've got
not being now.
Yeah, well, the point is, what you've got is you've got the likes of Alf turning around and pogoing on his head as Treasury Minister. At least he had the good sense to keep silent about this issue after what was in Hansard. What we've got to try and do.
Well, let's just go back to that, because when Alf Cannon was a backbench MHK, he basically said, "Don't touch this with a barge pole. Get the stars out of your eyes."
Well, yeah, absolutely. And the situation is the fact that we've got to change this clubby, matey situation when it comes to how the Council of Ministers works. What we've effectively got is a dishonest form of a one-party state by patronage. That has to be changed. I was disappointed. I mean, I was disappointed that I got the sack, but I thought the issue of this playground politics, I thought we'd rise above it with this new administration.
Are you referring to the spat that's taken place between Kate Beecroft and Bill Shimmons?
Well, I'm talking about the general way that a legitimate way forward to resolve an issue of a public scandal is not being taken up. We end up with a situation like we did when I was sacked off the education department, where they stopped the preschool voucher system, which would have legitimised the policies that I took at the time. So children even aren't safe as well as the playground politics. What I'm concerned about now, they've got difficult legacies that have been left. We fought virtually on our own for decades as far as the way they operate. This crony capitalism has got to stop.
The Media Development Fund, it's argued by them, 27 million nearly. It's in the past. We're not in the film industry
what about
now.
What about the MEA? What about the IRIS? What about the situation over the latest debacle over the TT investment?
Vision 9.
Vision 9. What about all the other things? The situation is that what I want to see is an awful lot of people left as far as at the last general election. I want to see the good systems of government. All I'm seeing is I've got the job now, and we're not going to change anything. Because let's be honest with you, if you go along with how it's always been, you will, no matter what you do, it'll be covered up because you're one of the boys. We can't afford that.
So
frontline services are going to be severely affected. Many of the things that I have as non-achievements, who instigated many of these things, are going to be lost if we're not careful.
They will say this is all in the past and lessons have been learned.
But there hasn't. Where's the lessons been learned? The situation is the lesson of childishly trying to run away from legitimate ways of dealing with it, that the Honourable Member for South Douglas, Kate Beecroft, was going to do. That we can't let them that happen. We can't let them win. What I want to see is independence, being independent, and actually doing the job as an independent, than just being a patsy for the present system of government.